Hey Moviegoer community, and welcome to Moviegoer. I'm Max Forrest.
I'm Paul Ovi, and today I'll be reviewing Marvel's The Thunderbolts.
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
All right, here we go. Another skid mark in cinematic history. So pretty much, it's Marvel's Suicide Squad. Literally, this squad of characters are so depressed they want to kill themselves. So it follows the story of Yelena, played by Florence Pugh, and her journey to become less lonely. She meets a ragtag group of equally depressed losers because they were all ordered to kill each other by the same head honcho schmuck named Valentina, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus. They realize she's no good and join together to take her down. My care level was so low, I went into this with pretty much zero expectations. And is it the worst diarrhea dump Disney has taken? No, but I think people are severely overhyping it. A majority of people just accept the gray dull slop Disney spoon feeds us. So when something with the slightest bit of flavor comes along, everyone goes crazy. Anyway, this is the 36th movie in the series now, I think. I don't know, I lost track. But this is mostly a sequel to the atrociously unmemorable Black Widow movie. The Falcon and Winter Soldier show makes references to Cap 4, also a little bit of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Thankfully, you don't have to do your homework because they spell everything out for you, which is helpful when there's so much crap out there. But it just wastes a lot of screen time and undercuts any development these characters already went through. The dialogue is absolutely terrible. There's a moment in the last act where Yelena and her father, Alexei, the Red Guardian, played by David Harbour, have a heart-to-heart. She expresses her loneliness and sadness after losing her sister, Natasha, the Black Widow, after Endgame. And it's a really great moment, well acted, and actually felt like it came from a place of truth. It felt really grounded, and Alexei gives her a really heartfelt speech about acceptance and family and love. And it totally gets destroyed when she responds, "Well, that was actually really good." Like, yeah, I know it was good. This is a character showing they've become better people. You don't have to tell me it's good. I see it's good. That's the whole point of the journey. That's the character's developing, kind of like character development. The whole movie, he's been a deadbeat dad and an annoying goofball, and I mean very annoying. So he finally learns what it means to be a real father figure. That's all we needed. You don't have to treat the audience like we're idiots. They could have just ended the moment with a simple hug. No extra dialogue needed. Anyway, the new character Sentry, or Void, or Bob, played by Lewis Pullman, is fine. He does what he can with the material. Sebastian Stan seemed bored out of his mind in this one. He's been here since the beginning, all the way back from the first Captain America in 2011. So, I don't blame him. The rest of the cast is fine. Nothing really noteworthy. The cinematography is fine too. The muted color palettes make sense story-wise. It didn't look just like the raw footage and they forgot to color grade it. It was actually graded to be muted. No vibrant colors, but the shadows were very rich and the highlights stood out. There's one cool moment where the characters get trapped in the void and they jump through each other's traumatic memories. The actual VFX of them running through this maze was pretty creative. Overall, not much else to talk about without getting too into spoiler territory, but apparently Marvel doesn't care anymore with that title change during the opening weekend. Have you seen that reveal? The New Avengers? Whatever, man. In the comics, the team, the Thunderbolts, is formed by Baron Helmut Zemo. Yeah, remember him from Civil War and Falcon and Winter Soldier? Well, apparently Marvel forgot because they named themselves the Thunderbolts after Yelena's elementary school loser soccer team. Also, none of these characters on the original roster of Zemo's team, so it's literally not the Thunderbolts at all. So why even call it that in the first place? Who cares? I don't know. This is a very low 3 out of 5. I barely recommend it.
I thought you'd go lower.
There's enough redeeming factor. Like the action was cool, and that last sequence of them like jumping through the memories was actually pretty cool. So it is like I said, it's not the worst thing ever. And there's the horrible jokes that you would expect from a Marvel movie, but there was a little bit of heart in there that made it just recommended enough.
I like a movie with some heart.
Yeah, I think you might actually enjoy this one then, because there is heart. There is a little bit of heart in it.
I do enjoy it. Okay, so you want to do discussion?
Yeah, let me cut.
Yeah. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying what you're watching, why not subscribe and click notifications? Okay. So can you tell me if you know why they changed the title of this movie after the movie came out from Thunderbolts to The New Avengers? What do you know about this?
Well, story-wise, this is where it kind of gets into spoiler territory. At the
Spoilers, baby.
Yeah, so at the very end, when they kind of get like tricked into becoming the New Avengers, because what happens is Valentina, they're going after her, and she kind of like saves herself by putting on like a news conference. And as they're about to catch her, she's like, "Oh, and here we reveal the New Avengers because we needed a new hero." And they pop in trying to catch her, but then they like get caught off guard by all these cameras. And it was like her plan all along to like make it look like she's doing something good by like making this new team of Avengers. Fine, it makes sense story-wise, and it's going to kind of set up like a new Civil War, because you have Sam Wilson, Captain America, trying to make an Avengers team, and then you have this other like unofficial Avengers team, and there's like a bit at the end, like the epilogue at the end, where they talk about like how, you know, Sam is kind of annoyed that Bucky is in a new Avengers team, and there's just kind of like some disagreements. Anyway, that's the story reason, but the actual like reason why Marvel decided to change the title of the movie after it came out like that, I don't understand the marketing reason for that.
You know what that reminds me of? Just titles that suck. Is Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
I heard after they did that, they tried to backpedal and just call it Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
What? Call it Harley Quinn.
Yeah, just call it literally anything that's not a mouthful. The bad guy, I guess, technically is Valentina.
Who's Valentina?
She's just like this.
Florence Pugh?
No. She's Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character.
Oh, that's funny seeing her in one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of the villain because she's her like team that was like doing like, you know, illegal testing made Sentry, and then Sentry like turns evil, but it's like not because of his fault. It's just because like he's unstable. But yeah, Valentina's just trying to like cover up her crimes, and that's when, and she sends all these guys after each other to kill each other. You know, put hits on everyone and sends everyone after each other. And then they all realize that they all got the same orders, and then they're like, hey, let's go get her.
Who, the Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
And the Thunderbolts are like, let's go get this bitch who sent us all to kill each other.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fine origin story.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fine. It's just like, it's not the Thunderbolts. I was expecting Baron Zemo to come out at some point, and Baron Zemo, he was the villain in Captain America Civil War. He was the one that kind of...
I don't even remember Civil War. All I remember is that they like, half them wanted them to be under the government.
Yeah.
And the other half they want to be like free agents.
Yeah.
And so is this true? So they fight.
Yeah.
That's not how you solve your problems. You just fight. Yeah. Now is the part where we fight. Like, get out of here.
No, I know what you mean.
They're not even fighting to the death. They're just fighting until what? Until they just all pack it in because they're all too bruised up?
Yeah.
Stupid. You could tell, well, I might get in trouble for this, where Martin Scorsese says that Marvel movies aren't cinema.
Mm.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Let's fight! Oh, we disagree. Let's beat each other up, but not try to kill each other. Just try to really fuck each other up enough where we all give up, or one side gives up.
Yeah. Well, I see what you mean. When you break it down like that, it's funny.
Quentin Tarantino said something funny on Howard Stern, who's like, what do you think about Martin Scorsese saying Marvel movies aren't cinema? And he's like, well, I don't really expect an 80-year-old man to be into Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. I understand. That's funny, though.
So anyway, about, what's this called? Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Anything to add about it?
Actually, here's a funny little bit that doesn't really have anything to do with Thunderbolts completely, but Julia Louis-Dreyfus, as we all know, she played Elaine in Seinfeld. And I don't know if you've heard of this thing called like the Seinfeld curse, where any of these actors that were on Seinfeld, when they tried to like do other projects, they would just fail miserably.
Till she did Veep.
Yeah. She's like the only one that like broke free from the Seinfeld curse.
Well, Jerry Seinfeld has comedians in cars
Yeah.
and coffee.
But you know what's funny that I wanted to kind of bring a little light to? Michael Richards was in a movie called Trial and Error, and it is hilarious.
Really?
I saw it kind of recently. It also stars Jeff Daniels, and he plays an actor who wants to become like a great, and his friend Jeff Daniels is a lawyer who kind of gets wrapped up in these hijinks. So Michael Richards takes his place and goes to this like trial, and he acts as like a lawyer and pretends to be Jeff Daniels' character. And it's really funny. And I don't know, I feel like it's not a very well-known movie, and I kind of wanted to just let people know about it. Hey, if you're in the movie, I think it's made by the same people who did My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a courtroom comedy, and I think they did it before doing My Cousin Vinny. So if you like My Cousin Vinny, you like that kind of like funny kind of like courtroom drama humor, you might like Trial and Error. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
There's Thunderbolts.
yeah. Oh, you know what was funny? Another quick little side note. Remember when we talked about Sinners, I was talking about how all these actors are getting doubling VFX. You know, Jim Carrey in Sonic, Robert Pattinson in Mickey 17, and Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. During that void sequence where they're all going through their traumatic memories, they fight like double versions of themselves.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny that it's like more doubling VFX for... I don't know what's going on. All these movies have doubling VFX. So I thought that was a funny little note.
Yeah.